I really have much to say for the intro, so let's just get to the review. What is going on, guys? Stardust-oneworld from Stardust-oneworldreviews here, and today I'm here to review Batman Arkham City. So Batman Arkham City was released in 2011 and is the second game in this Batman Arkham franchise, once again done by Rocksteady Studios. And the story of this game is that basically Batman has been sent into Arkham City to try to stop this guy named Hugo Strange, who's activating something called Protocol 10, which seems pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting from the beginning. And Batman also cancels a lot of his previous villains, especially with the Joker, who pretty much poisons him. Then he's also not feeling well, and he poisons him with his toxin that's going into his body. So Batman pretty much also tries to find a cure because he has like a few hours to live. So yeah, that really becomes tense. Now, if you guys saw my video of Batman Arkham Asylum, you guys would know that I love that game. It is truly incredible. It really captures the amazement and the essence of Batman. It captures what makes Batman so engaging and so awesome as a character, and it really makes you feel like you are truly playing as Batman. So I was definitely very excited to check out the sequel to this game, which I heard nothing but huge, amazing, and incredible praise about. Some people say it was one of the best games in the year, or at least not the best game, was released that year. One of the best licensed game, probably the best superhero game ever made. I heard nothing but huge, gigantic praise on this game. And after playing the game for myself, to put it slightly, I 100,000,000% agree with all that praise. Batman Arkham City is without question one of the best games I have ever freaking played. This game is freaking amazing on every level. It took everything to make Arkham Asylum so amazing, and pretty much improved on it on every single freaking level. I fucking love every single second of Batman Arkham City. There's so much greatness and so much content in this game, I don't even know where to begin. I guess let's start with, like I said, this game is pretty much better than Asylum in everything. From the combat, to the graphics, to the story, to the characters, to the voice acting, improves every single level. Even stuff that probably didn't even be improved that were already amazing, but it's even more amazing here, and I didn't think that was possible. I mean, the main really had a strong task to do. I guess they really have to have a strong task, and they really brought it here, especially with the story. I really liked the story in the first game. It was definitely a lot more engaging than I was expecting. The story in this game is a ton more engaging, and it's surprisingly unpredictable, more unpredictable than I was expecting. Especially with the ending, which I'll actually talk about later, and there's also certain aspects on certain characters that I did not see going. It goes in directions that I never suspected it would go. Just wow. Especially with the villains and with certain characters, Protocol 10, just oh my god. And the graphics, once again, and like the first game, the graphics are amazing, beautiful, and incredible. They are just a wonderful total hat. There were a lot of shots that I was just, oh my god. And this game's also more open world than SL was. Time of being find one location, there's find to one city. And exploring this city is freaking awesome. I had a lot of fun pretty much just gliding Batman over the city, because not only was the city so beautiful, but it was just a lot of fun swinging around the city. It was just wow. It was just beautiful and just so much fun doing that. And so the first game really truly makes you feel like you feel like Batman. But this game makes you feel like that more than ever. It really makes you feel like you truly are Batman. I mean, first game doesn't do that, but this game makes you that more than ever, and I fucking love that. And like in the first game, the combat is amazing. Again, amazing like a typical Batman machine, but as the game progresses, it gets more complicated and it makes you really strategic. It gets very strategic and really makes you think of what you should do next, and this game does that a lot. There's a lot of wasn't sure which move I should plan, and what should attack, or what should happen. Like, it really got me thinking that, and I get that major perhaps. So it was definitely very interesting in the combat. And the game also has a lot of stealth. And like for the game, there was some moments you had to do some stealth things, and some trying to stealth or sneak up on people, and that's also a lot of fun to do. There's a little more reliance on it in this game, but it's definitely very interesting. Especially when you have to be patient, you know, the enemies have to see you. That was pretty cool, and it really adds to the intensity and the greatness of this game. This game is the first game, the sound design is also incredible. The females I don't know how to do that. The music is great once again, much better, especially the opening theme. That's definitely music in my head for a while. And the voice acting in the last game is still incredible. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill once again returned prized overalls, and they amped it up big time here, especially Mark Hamill as a Joker. Mark Hamill really nails the Joker. I forget how much time Mark Hamill plays the Joker, and he nails it every single time. This might be the best I've really seen him play the Joker, honestly. He's that good. And also the voice acting was great as well. I'm not to voice everybody, but everybody does do a great job voice acting. And also another interesting about this game also has side quests. Where if you want to take a little break from the main story, you can go do other stuff, like going for these train things, or trying to rescue people from phones, or trying to rescue save people, or trying to catch these villains, or do these Riddler challenges. And that really adds a lot of variety and intrigue to the game. That was pretty cool. And again, like in the first game, the gameplay is so excellent. Again, you put back a lot of combat stuff and puzzle solving you expect, but really amps it up here. And like last game, the game can definitely get very difficult. It really can get difficult at times. But those went to occasionally ease up on you to give you a little bit of a breather, which I do appreciate that. But I do like the challenge. The game definitely was a challenge. And a lot more use of the detective mode in this game. And I didn't realize that actually last game you could keep that all the time, and I could actually make it able to eat. Like I didn't realize I could actually do that. But they really make a good use of the detective mode here, especially the fact that something can actually take off detective mode. Like that was interesting. And again, like I mentioned before, the game really had me thinking of where to make my next move. When even when I found like a simple night of dogs. Like even just a simple fight man really made me think of what to do, what to do next. Like that is great. Yeah. And a lot of the gadgets that you expect from Batman Return, like with the explosive gel, which you use to spray on walls, and this cryogenic sketcher I don't remember how to pronounce that, but basically we use to solve puzzles. A lot of gadgets fell off in Return, and this game you got like this freeze blast, like that was honestly a lot of fun to use, and that was honestly, you got this electric thing, which I forget what it's called, but it was a lot of fun to do as well. And also the boss battles in this game might be some of the best I've ever seen in a video game. I'm dead serious. Like the boss battles were definitely pretty good and great in Asylum, but I won't say they're amazing honestly, especially the last battle, which like I mentioned, that boss the time joke battle was my only problem with the game honestly. Honestly, I'll say that Killer Gronk fight was also a big climax as well. I got to mention about that, so by the resident or after I finished filming it. But boss battles here, all of the boss fights are amazing and memorable in one way, especially the Mr. Freeze fight. Like, that was an incredible boss battle. Definitely one of the best I've seen in the game. Even the last boss fight is also great and memorable as well. Just wow. And also these Riddler sections, which last thing I saw these riddles, you have to do these puzzles, and then these modes you have to interrogate people so they reveal their secrets. So interrogating people is actually a lot of fun to do, honestly. Especially what they say when Batman's interrogating, like that had me busting out laughing. I mean, the game definitely has a dark and moody tone that you expect Batman, but it occasionally knows when to be hilarious. occasion knows where to be late to make you laugh without like ruining the tone, which is another thing I praised from the first game, and it's another thing I hugely praise here. Makes you like, and also one of the problems is that there is so much freaking stuff to do in this game. Like I haven't fully completed the game, and I'm just beginning of what stuff I could do this game, like the challenge maps and the riddle puzzles and the side missions. Spoilerly, it's gonna be a while before I complete 100%. And I do plan on doing that, and I actually do plan on doing that this year. Yeah, just so much. And there's also a few sections in the game where you actually do play as Catwoman in this game, which I thought was actually kind of a change of pace, actually. I'm sure some people it might come out of nowhere, especially in a certain section, actually a certain section like near the end. But like Catwoman was actually pretty fun, and they found a way to make a strategy and combat a little more different than Batman, which made it a little more interesting to play as a character. And it was a lot of fun playing as her. And of course, there's also this new game plus, which is kind of like challenge mode and flank games, where basically you can play them all over again, but you get all the gadgets and stuff that you got from the first playthrough. They haven't fully started yet, but I do plan on doing that soon. But from what I've seen and from what I've heard, it actually is interesting, so I'm definitely very curious to do that. And it's also a lot more harder than brutal, so yeah. And it really has some great emotion too as well that I don't think even that really caught me off guard. Because I couldn't believe it was going on in this game at a few points. Just wow. Now I'm gonna talk about the ending. So if you have not played Arkham Asylum, I'm sure a lot of you have, but for those who haven't, I'm talking about the ending. So there'll be a sport board here. I will leave a timestamp right here to where you can skip if you don't want to find out the ending. Because the ending, honestly, is something I need to freaking talk about. So basically, we find out that Protocol 10 it actually seems to be a scheme to wipe out the population of Gotham and also the criminal South Bay in Arkham City, which I thought, like, man. And then he found out that the whole plan was done by Ra's al Ghul, which I mentioned his boss fight was also great as well. We do end up finding him in the game as well. Great boss fight. Since the Ra's al Ghul was the guy behind the whole thing. And then straight after his Protocol 11, which explodes the building. Then he ran, and then Ra's al Ghul became impaled. And then he found out that Joker has kidnapped Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and Batman's on and off love interest. And then Batman goes to rescue her, and then Talia ends up killing Joker. And just when everything was going great, Batman has left us a fake Joker. Talia, no! And then the Joker ends up, and then turns out that the Joker that Talia killed wasn't the real Joker all along. And the real Joker ended up killing Talia, which was actually kind of surprised. Actually, it turns out that the fake Joker was Clayface. I mean, in a way, I kind of already knew about this, but it was still kind of surprising nonetheless. I don't know how it happened nonetheless. And then you get to an amazing boss fight, Clayface. I mean, it was very difficult, but it was definitely a lot of fun and a lot of struggle with trying to use your Bleach Blast and try to dodge his attacks. And then you find out when he tries these enemies, and then he gets his Freeze Blast in his mouth, and then Batman ends up killing Real Face, and then the Batman ends up using something to kill himself. And while he's constantly being worried not to use on the Joker, and the Joker attacks him, and the cure breaks. So they're like, no! And we get this one line that just made me drop my, and then we get to this one line that kind of like, well, you know what's funny? Even after all you've done, I still want to give it to you. Like, even after all the Joker is done, Batman still want to give him the kid. That Joker's like, and then the Joker actually dies. The Joker actually dies here. I don't know why, but he kind of broke my heart a bit. That was better than that we see Batman carrying the Joker in his arms. That's also a little heartbreaking as well. I think I really all want to find the scene a little heartbreaking, and also sending shivers that also had shivers down the spine when I was having just, especially the music that I was playing. That was just wow. I got none. I don't have any issues with the game whatsoever. There wasn't one moment where I was bored, where I was irritated, or I wasn't frustrated over something about this game, or with no glitches, no technical issues and all that. I really can't think of any, honestly. I really can't. So overall, the best way to describe this game is that this have Arkham Asylum is basically kind of like Batman Begins of this trilogy, and obviously it's like the Dark Knight of this trilogy. It basically improves everything that made the first one already so great. I fucking adored Arkham Asylum from day to it. I fucking love this game, and it's one of the best games I might ever play, probably the best superhero game I played. I haven't played many superhero games that are really insane much, but still though, it still truly is amazing. I fucking love every single aspect of this game. From the combat, to the gameplay, to the story, to the characters, to the voice acting, to the boss fights, and there's also a couple of DLC packs I got to mention, especially one about Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's Revenge, which actually also plays on the back end of Robin as well, that was pretty interesting. Also, one about Catwoman that was pretty interesting too as well. This game is just fucking brilliant. Brilliant. And it takes everything that Arkham Asylum so amazing and it proves on every level. Just like Arkham Asylum, half by Arkham City, I give it a huge recommendation. And I'm definitely very curious to check out the other two Arkham games, Arkham Origins, which actually isn't double Rocksteady actually, and Arkham Knight, which I kind of feel is kind of Dark Knight Rises of this Batman Arkham series. So we'll see. So with that being said, I am going to give Batman Arkham City a 5 out of 5. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Batman Arkham City. If you had, of course, played the game, let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Of course, stay tuned for a lot more videos planned. Hope you guys enjoyed all the game reviews I've been doing recently. Yeah, I'm going to play Origins right now, so I'll have to do that for either by next week. And then I'll play Arkham Knight and may have you next week as well. Also, a couple other games I will mention to already reviewed it, or maybe in the future Blu-ray DVD update video. But I'm different games and have review for those as well. And there are a couple TV reviews I still need to do. I still need to review a series of Watching Red Season 2. I don't know what to be sold for that game, that series. I do plan on reviewing Season 2 and 3 of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And I love that show Death. I probably haven't really been reviewing it. And be like that. But hopefully I'll have a few quick update by next week. I think my views for Season 2, and I hope I can see Lost in Space pretty soon too, and might have a few of them as well. And I hope I still hope I'll be able to see Infinity War this weekend. I also plan on seeing June there and Twitch's Parade at night too, so I'll have those movies up as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all the description down below. I am Samuel World from Samuel Reviews. I will see you next time, and stay cool about that. Peace.